Everybody, welcome back to the stream as we have the losers round 4 about to kick off. It has just been an incredible day of Call of Duty. Granted, we haven't seen any map 5s yet, but this series, they have just been so close. You can tell it's just a few kills, a few hills away from a lot of these teams to be able to make those adjustments. But we have a big grudge match coming up. It is the defending champs. It's Team Performance going up against one of the players who was the runners-up last time in Logan, aka Stitch, who took maybe one of the best comebacks in the losers round 3 as they took down that #1 seed in X18. What happened? Because I know that was unfortunately not caught on the stream.
Yeah, well, let's look at the roster for ATK. We have Sitched, aka Logan, our very own employee here at Contender eSports. This guy knows exactly the ins and outs of what's going on. We got Hove Anderson, Cosmic, and Swizz. We haven't got them casted on stream yet, so it's going to be very interesting to watch them, what they can get done. We were just shouldering over them and seeing them upset X18. Heavy hitter tonight. That round 11, round 5, SND. And they came back, what was it, 2-5 they came back from and took them off of it. And now let's check out the roster from the other team that they are playing, because this is a make or break kind of matchup.
And Team Performance, I'm honestly disappointed in their performance so far. It's kind of been just lackluster, really. Vader, he's been the only consistent one, and I think Phantoms as well has done a great job. The question mark is Swift. He has started off a lot of these games slow, and you don't like to see that, especially coming out of one of your entry submachine guns. Yoda as well, he has these kind of hit or miss moments where he needs to be able to step it up. Those two guys need to play off of each other because they're ARs. It's a great duo. They can compete with the rest of everybody in this tournament. It's a matter of their submachine guns that have just been lacking, I think, in the slaying power.
Yeah, in the pool play, everyone was really popping off for this team. But now that it's in the tournament, this day 2, it seems like, I don't know if it got to their head. I think it was 2-1 that they ended up in the pool play here. Yeah, 2-1 for Team Performance. Did not take the top seed of their group.
That was actually against ATK.
Yeah, against ATK, that they lost it. So, the rematch coming in, of course, everyone knowing and loving Logan, aka... what was his username? Stitched, yes. Seriously, great contender and a great teamwork from them all together. Just able to come back from a 2-5 SND against X18, sending them packing. It really says a lot.
And it's just that mental fortitude. They were down 2-5, right? And they said, hey, we can calm this one down. Let's make sure we get it done. And honestly, maybe one of the most unfortunate ends for X18, right? In the winners round 1, they go down to the Backpackers in a map 5 round 11, and then they get sent home in the losers round 3 in a map 5 round 11 where they were up 5-2. Difficult to say, but the player you want to look out for on this roster for ATK, it's going to be Hoff. The guy has just the most incredible plays. He ended up finding a 3-piece in that last search and destroy, so wait for him to turn it on up. But we're heading on into map 1, Hardpoint Embassy. Let's get it underway, Chef.
Yeah, and also at the same time as this one, it's going to be Backpackers and NM boys off stream, also going at it, trying to get this losers finals figured out. So whoever wins this is going to play the winner of that other bracket. And, the Backpackers were the one to take down X18. ATK was there to take down X18. So, I feel like it's going to be ATK versus Backpackers. Although the NM boys, they have been quite hot. They have been on fire. So, that's another very good matchup. We really got only good matchups left. So, let's see how this one can stack up.
And right now, you have to start Hop. You need this map 1 if you're Team Performance. And remember, they lost the last one to the Baby Beavers, who are a solid hardpoint team, right? They lost it 250 to 245 for the first series of the day. So they're looking to get their revenge here. They're taking their chance on this Embassy, which is actually the map pick for ATK. And I think Fortress is in the overall map count if we go to it for the side of Performance, but ATK, they get a clean 3 down. And flipping, by the way, that is Sitch. So if you're wondering who that is the man, Logan, aka Sitch. And already so far, it seems like Performance are just trying to get as much as they can off this P1.
That team Performance, a good start, you know, not much of a lead. It's really about this P2 setup, and I wouldn't say anyone's really set up for it. Flippin is on the site, Sitched, but look at that nade coming in from Vader. Yoda gonna pop that Deddy, try and get into a good position. So looking all red on the feed. Team Performance is there, and look at Hav in the back. He's the man to try and break this one up. Maybe a double hit from both sides, but Team Performance takes a 20+ point lead here into this P2.
And Hav, that was his job, just to try to stay alive as long as he could. He was wishing maybe a few more of his teammates won those gunfights. They didn't, and so unfortunately that pitch kind of didn't develop well. But Cosmic, it doesn't matter, as he ends up finding 2 with that AR. Usually you see him with the submachine gun, so maybe they'll decide to switch it on up. Yoda plays it slow, gets 1, gets 2. Will he expect a close chow? No, Hav gets it with the side of the tack, and Sitch on the other side gets 1. Unfortunately, wow. The pistol coming in from Phantom as he's going to wait for his teammates to come on in, but there's 2 members pushing him on out, and he almost has this trophy. Will he get it? But Phantom gets the early nade. Cosmic trying to find his way through Orange, and he will fly out. Unfortunately, Vader not quick enough, and he takes him up heavily. Has the reinforcements as all the players are trying to work their way in through steps.
Yeah, they're all coming from the stairs, which is either going to be good or bad. They kind of put themselves into a blender situation, but they're able to just spread themselves out. A lot of bullets going a lot of ways. It could be anyone ended up on top, and it is Vader who is on top. Score set is tied. Flippin gonna try and break this hill by just jumping the corner. Not gonna work. Look, Team Performance now has the positions, but ATK still has the spawns. And Vader's really on the other side of the map here. Very early rotation from him, but that could be big because they do have the lead here. They do have the scrap. They have the rotation. They have everything, and it's really showing off.
Oh, Swizz, such a great gunfight for them to take over that administrative office, as that will be the P4 popping soon, but a great job from Performance. They locked down that last 35. I mean, that was actually basically a majority of the hill, and once again, this will be Swift now trying to tear it up against Swizz. Sitch, he's tweaking. He's trying to find one more player come through. That was Yoda. His nade unfortunately gets taken down by the trophy, but heading on into this administration, or the waiting room as I'd like to call it, is still the side of ATK. They're set up and ready for this one.
Yeah, ATK looking good, finally getting some more score on their side, but Team Performance is going to push in together. You know, seeing Vader squad out there, they were ready. You know, a lot of practicing going in, and ATK had some practice as well before this, so everyone is staying hot. They're staying motivated. They're keeping them strats, making sure that they study exactly what was going on yesterday, seeing how everyone was playing out, what worked, what didn't work, and it's really showing off right here with a tied score set as the rotations start to come through. You see Team Performance pretty set up and stacked, 4 men deep on this next one.
And it looks like that was Phantom who peaked a little bit too much. He still had the help of Vader, who was up top. He flies out, finds the few kills. Hav, he's going to be that player, and he takes the 1 guy down in the cafeteria. Vader will be there to try to rack up the last few seconds of time, as he's usually not a guy who hops on the hill very often. Has the help of Yoda, who wins that gunfight. Is now they're all starting to push. Vader with a beautiful name, but now he's left alone. And finally, maybe a few more players coming on, and Vader is still alive. How is he doing it? Hav is going to pull out the knife, and oh, a team kill does come on in, but still the break is through. Sitch, he's that man who just punched his way with the tip of the spear into the cafeteria, and I'm curious what he's going to be serving up the side of Team Performance.
Yeah, Team Performance, the chefs of the kitchen right now, just holding it off. This is a very difficult hill to hold if the other team is throwing their tacticals, and it's not something that was really being done, and the trophies aren't being there to counter it either. But look, this next hill, you know, it's right next door, so you move from one right into the other. But ATK getting that score, look at that, exactly tied into this next one. This next hill is very hard to get because anyone could peek any corner and just get you off of it.
And they're really just going to be fighting for these P2 spawns, and nobody wants to hop on in or overcommit because you're going to get flipped. Still, ATK doing a great job finding those kills, and now they're maybe deciding to poke themselves on out, and that will be Sitch trying to get any sort of time. He popped his dead silence, and I'm not sure he was on the hill unless if he decides to push through. He does not, so maybe a little bit of a poor dead silence push, but Vader, the drop shot is in. They will get 3, and so far, so good. Swizz should be able to find the 5th. He does. Can he get the 6th? No, Yoda, he is there for the trades, but the full setup, it should come on in through ATK, and they will get the last few seconds of scrap if Sitch decides to go for it, as almost finds the 2nd. Vader, he hops down from the top shelf, as he's already dropped 20 kills in this map. We were talking about how Phantom, he's usually the consistent one. Started off hot, cooled down to a little bit of an 18 and 13.
Yeah, he has the hill time though. So, you know, hill time is definitely how you win this one. But Hav is the hill man right here as he was holding it off. Ooh, went for the punch shot right there. Ooh, some nades coming through. The trophy right there, pulling its weight in gold. Swift now going to mantle over into this hill a little bit back and forth, but it is getting a wipe out. Vader is there to try and clean this up. And look at that, coming right through the middle of the map is Swizz. Wanted a double, but it isn't gonna happen. Team performance, a little bit back and forth, and now they are gonna stay on this point. 20 seconds left. I would have liked to seen them push it a little harder, but hey, let's set it up on to this next one. It is getting triple stacked from ATK, but they are just falling down in the kill feed. Swizz though, nice defense, gonna push up, nice flower box hold. That is what you want to see. The teammates have the spawns, and team performance has a lot of map to cover to get over here.
And that was literally a solo break from Swizz. He gets 3 as, it is Sitch still watching over a team kill. A team kill does come on in from the trophy. Nothing you can do about that. But setting yourself up at this AC unit, it's going to be massive. Swift feels like there's somebody going to push him from the backside. And I don't know where number 1 is. Phantom is taking the longest of routes. I think he's trying to take down the guy who's sitting at top embassy. He does happen to find the kill, but unfortunately there's not enough players on the point to reinforce it. The trade goes in favor of Sitch. He gets hit down to 15, and a beautiful nade does come on in. So this could be the last 25 going their way. Biting that, something like that doesn't happen. And ATK, they should be back on the point. Vader, will he peek this? As he goes slow, and I still think Cosmic knows he's coming up. Yes, he does. Finds the kill. ATK, they're going to push this lead roughly out to a 45.
Yeah, and looking at team performance, they're trying to set up this next one. There we go. Just clears out the entire building. As long as Phantom could get out here, hold off this line. There we go, able to get it, but look, Hav snuck across into the other building, gonna try and make a mess, but no, a mess of him is what is made. Vader catching 2, Phantom catching a body. Phantom is the must kill, and Cosmic gets it done. That's gonna open up the halfway point of this map as we see all of ATK working their way into this building. That's almost 30 seconds in the way of team performance. It's exactly what they needed to try and tie this up.
Woo, and a few trades coming through. I didn't like that challenge out by Vader. He had the AR and he peeks middle of the map, and I think he knew a player was there. Unfortunately, he will end up dropping this. Allows maybe the break to come on in, but the re is there until it is not. Hav being consistent, 17 and 19, a minute and 20 plus in that hill, and they're going to let this scrap time go that way. As it was a solid setup for team performance. Unfortunately, they got a little overzealous, decided to overpeak, and that's kind of been what their Achilles tendon has been. They just need to start playing it safe and sometimes making sure you secure the kills, as they are still kind of dominating the kill feed. Unfortunately, it's just really not amounting to as many points as they would like on the hill.
And kind of flip the script now. Team performance on the other side of the map, trying to keep ATK from getting to their side, but they're all going to sneak through. A huge wipe coming in, but Yoda trying to defend this by himself. No, it ain't gonna work. Now ATK is controlling this next hill. It is all kitchen for ATK. They can't win it here, but they can get very, very close. Team performance has quite a distance to go. with Hav being up there, that pushed their spawn out, but the collapse is coming. That is all 4 players. If the trades come through, it's gonna be in the favor of ATK, but Swizz catches a double. Phantom answers it with his own double, and Hav is still on it here. 2:35, 5 seconds left. It's still gonna go in their favor, but this next hill is right next to it. Look at Hav just chilling on there like a villain. 8 seconds left for the win on ATK.
And right now, if you are Team Performance, you are just like Robert Downey Jr. in the movie Tropic Thunder, survive. Because right now, they need to not allow 7 seconds to go to the way of AT Gaming on this P1, which it is so difficult to do because they can just hop on in like that. Vader, you need to start going. And they hop off it for a tiny second, but it is Sitch with a beautiful read, and that should be all she wrote. Unless if Swift, can he go huge? No, he can't, unfortunately. And this one is all over as it is ATK. I mean, it was just another day. Another day at work for them. Is it seemed pretty handily. 250 to 188.
Yeah, literally another day at work for Logan.
Logan Sitch works here, so it was another day at work, but he was looking relatively good. As Hav, you get to see he finishes at 25 and 23. Everybody relatively close to positive. I think the even kills, but again, it's Vader who feels like he's trying to pull so much weight. 34 and 22 just wasn't enough for them to be able to secure that map 1 again.
Yeah, well, we're off to map 2, Fortress. Fortress has definitely been an interesting map, and now it's S&D. We haven't seen S&D too much on Fortress, so I'm definitely excited to see that. It's interesting how they went about picking that map, because I don't think that they've played it yet in this LAN event. So, maybe it's a little let's pull it out of our pocket because no one has the strats against us that watched the VOD yesterday. So, maybe they have something that they want to show off for us.
And I was listening to the vetoes happen, and the side of Performance was like, yeah, we can take them on this map. So it's not like they're necessarily feeling so confident that they are going to be able to win these, right? So, but when you look at ATK, they are never out of a series. They've gone to map 5s. They've lost them. They've gone to map 5s. They've won them. It seems like, I think every single series they've had in the winners, or so they went to a map 5 in the winners, they go down. They go to the losers. They take it at a clean 3-0. They go to losers round 3, and they come back from 5-2 down in the map 5 against X18, the number 1 seed, basically for this entire tournament, and they gun them in their tracks with 4 back-to-back-to-back rounds. And now you go up against Team Performance, who is the defending champs. They are truly going through the top of everybody in this LAN event.
Yeah, and I gotta say, with Logan on the ATK home field advantage, looking at them out there playing, they're just calm and collected. I love how you said just another day at work, because this is his home environment. He feels comfortable out there. His team feels comfortable. They're only yelling after they pull that win. Until then, it's the comms are almost whisper quiet because they just know exactly what's going on. They're able to bounce off of each other with such synergy. They know exactly what's going on. The rotations are working for them. Off to this SND. What do you think we're going to see here, Graf?
Honestly, I'm just not feeling confident in Team Performance right now. I mean, this is going to be their search and destroy pick. Granted, we haven't seen them play it yet, and it just doesn't feel like they've won many of these series on search and destroy. They've relied on their hard point, and now that they're losing the map ones, it feels like on a consistent basis, they're kind of just a higher middle of the pack team, but they've maybe fallen from grace now as some of these other teams from out of state have came on in and challenged them, and the defending champs, they are now just 2 maps away from getting eliminated from this big tournament.
Yeah, and with this losers match, they have to play this next one as well. There's a lot of work that they have to go through in order to get back into the winners for the grand finals. But here we go. We are off. The nades coming in for some information. Flipping gonna run off, fall back to heal. That stun should hit. Ooh, sees Vader up top. Flippin is all gas. He is not just sitting back and healing. He is keeping it going, but Phantom, look at this double he just pulled, putting Hav by himself now with Swift getting that kill 1v4.
I know you've pulled off a lot of incredible plays. Unfortunately, this one is going to be a tad bit out of reach. He had the 3-piece in the round 11. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the 4-piece in the round 1. Is Swift along, like you said, with Phantom getting those 2 kills? This kind of seemed like an untypical B hit. The side of performance, they've done a good job kind of staying home in that aspect on the defense. They're not wanting to challenge anybody necessarily through double doors, which we have seen so far in this tournament. And when you're on that B site, you don't need to go out towards P1. Just go back, stay on the stairs, tuck yourself into a corner. At least go 1 for 1. You don't want to get picked off on that B site solo.
Yeah, Phantom pulled a double. Swift pulled a double. Now looking at this next one, all the players really close to each other. It's just a full sprint and stand there for ATK. Team Performance trying to get some information. They know that they're all here. That bomb, I don't think there's any way it goes A. They should have read this and go for the rotation. They would have only had to work through Cosmic. Here we go, Swizz catching the double. The nade going to come in from Swift. Try and even up the sides. Swift has the bomb, and he still wants to go A without going B at all. I think that they should have rotated.
Yeah, it's a tough call because usually you have somebody watching that deep cross, and it's hard to maybe jump through without the other team just completely rotating. And now the fact that they don't have the numbers is kind of interesting. And now Swift, he finds that kill, and he's rotating, or potentially, yeah, they now are calling that rotation. They want to secure 1 more kill, but I think number 3, that's Cosmic. He knows something is up. He doesn't feel like they are going to be going towards this B site. Oh, when he pops his dead silence, he should be able to find this one for free. I don't think Yoda's going to be ready. Does he get a bad timing? He gets one, but oh my goodness, I don't think he's going to have enough time, and they rotated a tad bit too late. Like you said, Chef, they probably should have rotated a tad about 15 seconds sooner.
Yeah, now we're tied 1 up in for the series. It's ATK up 1-0. So this is on Team Performance to win this, to extend this series. You know, you do not want to be going into game 3 0-2. So this S&D is definitely big for them. You know, they might have just played that one a little too safe. Swift being 4-1, already being a killer out there. Let's see if they can get this bomb and get it down quickly. It's just A over and over. It might come down to whoever goes B to take this series.
And Phantom, he almost gets caught on that cross. Yoda finds the first. Cosmic will get that technical as Phantom did get tagged up. Swift, he's done a great job of keeping up the pace, but Sith, this is the guy. Like you said, with the home field advantage, basically, they are feeling so confident. I think especially after that round 3, they feel like they can do anything. He finds another one, and now it's left up to the Jedi Master Yoda. Can he get anything? And he's going to have to try to challenge out in the 1v2. No dice for them. ATK Gaming, they take it after the numbers were down just ever so slightly.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row. That is huge. That's momentum. It's exactly where you want to be. Maybe they're starting to get into this rhythm. We'll see if that rhythm continues into this next round, because it's on Team Performance to finally shut down that streak, get back on it, get in the map, get that bomb down. We have yet to see it get planted out of 3 rounds. I think this 4th round might be it. I'd like to see him go B. I think that's where that plant can finally hit. Here it is.
And a beautiful call out from the chef himself, Cosmic. He's going to get all that information. And yep, look at all the blue arrows. They're going to turn around. They know. But look how fast Cosmic is there. Will they expect it? And he gets the 2-piece. And that is massive for them. The great read, the information. He goes back up 2 top maps, goes to the top stairs, and he jumps down and surprises Swift and Yoda. And now the bomb is down right at double doors. That's probably the worst spot it could ever be. Phantom, he gets found out. Now Vader, yet to get a kill on this map. It's left up to him.
In the middle of the map. Bomb in a terrible spot. Cosmic just staring it down. He knows it has to be there because those 2 players push that direction. Vader, he might get 1 or 2 kills out of this, but the players are spread out, so you know that's what makes it possible here. But they just have this whole map covered. Vader has a lot of uphill work to do. You know, I like that he's playing it slow. I think he just wants to charge up that Deddy as well. But ATK, 3 in a row. Team Performance, you know, I like that they went B, but it just did not work out for them, especially when Swift's going to pull you on a double.
And right there, Vader kind of went red dot chasing. I think he could have played that one a tiny bit slower. There was, you know, you run out into that part of the map, it's almost guaranteed there's going to be somebody watching it, at least the cross, and Sitch was there to come on through and get that kill. But still, ATK, these guys are just, They feel so calm and everybody pulling their own weight. That's the biggest thing. It just always feels like from performance, somebody is not having a good game. And this time it is Vader.
Yeah, it's looking like an A push. Vader is pushed up onto the site, so it's going to be on him to defend against Logan, against Hav, who is here trying to push this up. And no, he falls back. I'm not really sure what's going on, and they're literally standing in a straight line down the map. Cosmic gets the kill as they are still waiting for information to push this one. You know, it could go B, but Phantom is looking on that backside. Here it is. The call comes in. All right, let's rotate. But the call comes back from Team Performance. Hey, they haven't pushed up, so let's rotate. It's going to be a battle of the H's, but no, they're going to be up a man with Yoda falling. Here it is. They all rushed right in. No problem. Phantom is going to sneak in. One of the kills. Bomb's going to go down. Swizz finds a kill. Now Phantom on his own is going to get fallen out. ATK, another one in a row.
And right there, that almost could have been massive. I think it was Swift who jumped out right at the end there. Excuse me, Phantom. I think he maybe could have taken the player off a bomb because there was a guy on the box trying to watch the head and he actually jumped off. He maybe could have peeked and challenged at least, maybe not even the bomb planner, but that guy that did hop off would have been kind of a difficult gunfight. But right there, he just jumped on out. When you are in a 2v4, you have to know that there's somebody probably sitting in that area watching these crosses with his player coming in from that other side. You had it fully locked. You have to realize and, you know, use the information that you have and kind of get those reads. And so far, performance, they're just not using it.
Yeah, I do like that Team Performance was able to get a man Swift up into the site, but Cosmic again with that first blood trade is not coming through. Are they pushing up into B? I'm not too sure, but ATK does have a nice lock on A. A look at Swift. He wants to make a move around here. There we go. That's another kill for him. Good on him. You know, 3v3. Vader is down, still sitting on that bagel. 0-5. Yoda on the asparagus stick. 1 and 4. It's 3 up, but look at Team Performance. They're down 1 for ATK. Doesn't have to do anything crazy, and look, they're not. And I think Team Performance is scrambling to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, they're giving them nothing, no information. It's difficult to find it. No, you can maybe see that player through the wall, but Phantom peeked for almost a tad bit too long in the aggression. Oh, you have the coverage there. You just can't have that happen. Hoff cleans up 2. Will he clean up the 3rd? It's Yoda left in a technical 1v3 as there's 20 seconds left. He does have dead silence. Will he decide to use it? That's the question. Still think he knows there's a player in this corner and he could actually potentially get this one. Oh, he runs right through and guesses the wrong side. ATK 1 round away from going 2-0 up in this series, and this has just been the story of Team Performance. They have just unfortunately been underwhelming this weekend, and it kind of just feels like they're just slowly sputtering out and running out of gas.
5 in a row. ATK, absolute insanity. You're down 5-1. Graph, what do you even do if you're Team Performance to try and get back from this? Are you just setting up for the next 3 maps? What do you even do if you're Team Performance?
You can tell they're hesitating and they're really allowing those untraded kills to come through for ATK, and it's the solo challenge. See right there, Swift, he does exactly what he needs to. He didn't ego, and he finds that 2-piece, and now this should stop down the Halt, unless if Sitch, he turns at the right time. No, he doesn't, and Vader, he will finally get off, and now it's Hav. He's done it before. Can he do it again? The 1v3. And this man, he is feeling the tweak. His dead silence, though, unfortunately runs out. He's going to throw out that nade, and that should get the information. He peeks out Phantom. Oh, no way he pulls this one off, right? 50 seconds left. He's got the time.
Yeah.
Does he have the knowledge of where these players are going to be? But the bomb is down in a tough spot as well.
Yeah, he doesn't need to win this, right? It's a 1v5. And, you know, Hav playing it slowly. Love to see. You don't want to wait for it to start ticking. Oh, but the information comes through. Vader could not finish that up. Oh, yeah, there we go. Just going to jump in from the top. Team Performance back on the map. But ATK, they definitely have this round at least. 3 maps in a row going to be very tough for Team Performance. We've seen them in not only today, but yesterday, really just not putting up too great of a show.
This is the thing. They were egoing out, right? They were red dot chasing. I guess that's the way to describe them, right? And Swift, he literally got spotted, and he's like, oh, I don't want to challenge that guy. I'm going to wait for them to run around. And maybe the calls didn't come in quick enough, or they just thought Swift was weak and he wouldn't challenge. But a beautiful team nade comes on through, and Swift's not able to get out with his life, so a trade does come through. But the utilities coming into work for the side of ATK, they're going to invest this streak. Cosmic, he's going to wait for that information. Phantom and Yoda, do they have what it takes to, survive this streak as well as find the last 3 kills?
Yeah, Phantom with the bomb. It is 2-5, so he has to plant this. If you're down a guy, no one's really towards B, but Cosmic is looking that direction. They're kind of stuck inside this building without any way to exit. Just going to be on timing, whether Cosmic gives them an opportunity to cross. Team Performance has a lot of time to do something, but not a lot of rounds to do something, because ATK, 1 round, that's it. And they're going off to control in a 2-0 lead. Performance can't exit this building. They're waiting for the timer to start ticking. The nerves are going for him. You see Phantom really going a little crazy here. Has the SMG, has the AR, so has all the tools, but he doesn't have the positioning.
Yeah, and this is difficult. He has to find this player in the corner, and I believe it was Swift the last time. This time he does get the correct, and they do actually get the bomb down, so they played it patiently enough. Phantom, he does peek out. Yoda finds a second on the Cosmic. Now Hav gets Phantom. It's a 1v1. Yoda versus Hav, and oh no, the dead silence was popped, and Yoda guessed the wrong way, and ATK, they're going to take this one pretty handily. It goes to a 6-2, and they had 5 of those first bloods, so they were capitalizing when they were getting them. 3 first bloods for the side of Team Performance, and they will end up dropping. Man, it is tough to see right now the champions fall from grace. It just feels like it's only a matter of time. Hav, again, the player I said to look out for. He goes 11-3. Vader, 1-6 in the search and destroy. You can't have that happen out of one of your ARs. And now you're heading on in to the hotel control. Chef, what did the side of Team Performance got to do here?
They got to get kills. That's for sure. They have to just get together as a team and decide what it is they want to do. They have to find the weakness in ATK. Honestly, I'm not really seeing one. I'm seeing ATK coming out very strong, especially in that S&D. In the hard point, maybe there was a little something they could have picked out of. But even from my point of view, where I got walls, I'm able to see through everything. ATK just has it figured out. They have the level head. They're not moving when they don't have to, and they're moving when they need to. They're getting kills where they need to, and they're getting kills where they don't even need to. Just solidifying their leads extravagantly. And here we go, 2-0 into the next one. Again, losers bracket. Whoever loses here, see ya. And the winner, they're going to be going against the winner of Backpackers and Boys. So it's another strong matchup coming up.
And yeah, we'll try to get you an update on that other losers round 4, like I said, between the Backpackers and NM Boys. But I like how you pointed out, it just feels like the side of ATK, they're another one of those just well-rounded teams, right? When somebody is not having a good game, somebody else is there to pick up the slack. And then you look at the Beavers, they're so similar in many ways, but I think the submachine gun advantage for the Beavers is why they are where they are in the grand finals. And so I think ATK, it's weird. I did not expect them to be as good as they are. I think they were kind of an underdog in my eyes, considering, but this is a big series for them because they will go up in that losers, I believe that's going to be the losers semis, and whoever wins that one will go to face the side of Morph and Dax carries, so you'll just have to keep an eye on that one. Fortunately, I don't think one of the players maybe made it on in the lobby, or potentially it was the wrong players, but we kind of get a little bit of a lull in the matchup. Just looking at it, Sitch has been playing well, Ha's been playing well. Oh, Phantom was on the wrong side. That's why they both were like, hey, whoa, what's going on here? Swizz and Swift, you would love to see that combo. That one's a tongue twister for you. Say that one 5 times, but it's Sitch, it's Hav. They've been making the plays with the submachine gun game in and game out. I just don't see that one slowing down here for the map 3.
Yeah, and if ATK wins this one, right, they win the next one, they're off to Dax carries again. They already lost to him.
Yeah, that was the winners round 1.
Yeah, ATK, the reason they're in this losers bracket is because of Dax carries. They could not get it done, and they have 2 games, just 1 round left if they get this one, and a whole another game just for the rematch of a team that already beat them. But, I think it came down to map 5 S&D that they couldn't get it done, and, that sniper from Morph was carrying on that map 5. So, whether they can make it that far, they're going to have to get back as a team, get their strats back in because, Dax Carry is definitely a heavy hitter trying to get back into this finals.
But right now, you still got to think about the series that's right in ahead of you. Close out this one. Don't let it get extended. Don't let the momentum. I think for team performance, that's how they roll. A lot of the time is when they get a map, they don't slow down. And they just haven't got one. Nobody's been giving them an edge, so don't let them wake up here. And it's particularly Vader, who's always slaying out with the AR, but his teammates just can't keep up with that pace. And maybe that's another issue. The pacing, you have a very fast, kind of aggressive AR in Vader, and then you have Phantom, who kind of runs a lot of the routes, but he's a little bit slower in particular, and sometimes he kind of has those hit or miss moments.
Yeah, well, here we go. Off to control. 2-2 split from defense of team performance, but that means that they're never going to have the advantage of the man. But here we go. The rotation going to come through. It is a B hit, but it's also a B slay for team performance. Now they're possibly going to hit A as well, but Yoda is there to try and take these players down. There's one looking for one more. Phantom going to come up and help out, but the help is not needed until you see Vader there by himself. Catches a double, though. Team performance starting off with a very heavy defense.
And this is what you don't want to see. The side of team performance getting a hot defensive round. And if you don't get anything here, you're going to put yourself in a difficult position because they know they can slay. And God, Sish, he somehow is winning some gunfights that he absolutely should not. But I love how aggressive they are. They're not putting... they're not letting off the gas. They're immediately onto that B site. They're going to get the triple stack, and you have to go Phantom. He's 3-0. He's looking for some of these kills, but the angle, and somehow Swiss stays alive. Cosmic doubles him up. Vader is still there, and it's stitched again in the B site. It is secured just like that. You blink and you miss it. ATK, they already have the toughest point done, but a lot of these teams, they've kind of done a good job at least delaying the inevitable, but sometimes even holding on to this A restaurant hill.
Yeah, off to a team performance. Good defense. They're up by a full set in lives. Swizz still sitting on 0-3 on the attack, but Swift equaling that out at 1-3. Vader picking up the slack off of that last map. Here we go. The A push is inbound. Can team performance hold this one off?
And so far, so good. They're doing a great job as Swizz, he does get off that donut, goes to the breadstick. Vader finds one middle of the map. Again, gets a tad bit too aggressive. Sometimes it's just winning those gunfights and staying alive. Cosmic, he waited for the aggressiveness of Swift to come through, but Yoda, he's kind of been the savior, finding, a lot of these openings. If he peeks out, he could be able to catch out one, potentially two, and unfortunately, wasn't expecting Hav as Cosmic is there. Phantom looking for one more, and it's a big 1v1. Now a 2v2 on the point. Swift, he goes through, he dolphin dives as Phantom gets the heady, as Hav is still laying there. I don't think Swift knows he's right next to him, and the kills are going to come through, and unfortunately, I think that was his teammate. Phantom will drop, but it's one more player in the back. Again, it's Yoda coming on through, but Hav, does he lose these? I don't think so, as he's still capturing this A site.
Yeah, that is one tick progression. That second tick about to come through. And here comes team performance to try to keep that from happening. Oh, man, but ATK not going to let it happen. That is a full team wipe, and they definitely have it captured. That's that round, and off to the next one.
And just typical, right? If you get 3-4 down, at least, a good number of them setting packing it to the respawn. It's so far away. You're going to be all the way basically behind that backside spawn or the backside spa in P4. So they have a long track. If you don't have a player in the middle of the map, they could spawn somewhere near around that P1, but such a great setup for the side of ATK. And honestly, that was due to Hobb just staying alive, right? Like, he wasn't even challenging somebody. He's like, I don't think they know where I am. I'm just going to stay down and make them have to search for me. And it was in the snake pit, and you didn't know whose was who, and, Hobb was able to stay alive.
They read a B push pretty well here. 2 players did go towards A, but it's just for the rotation. And you see Hav trying to defend this by himself. There's 1 man on the pillar in front. Yoda gonna push up. Does find that kill. That's huge. Now we see 1 tick already in the progression. 14 performance halfway through. 2nd tick coming in. Cosmic has to do something big here. But Yoda catches a double. Phantom finds a kill, and B is gonna be gone.
And I thought for a moment Vader should have had a gunfight. I think it was on to Swizz. He doesn't win it, but the rest of his teammates, they pick up the slack. And now you have to defend this A site. Kind of shades of the last round, but now it's team performance to try to work their way into the restaurant. Did they order the correct dish? Is it going to be cooked to perfection? That's going to be the question. Was it rare or is it going to be well done? But Sitch, he's still sitting there in the jewelry store as he finds one. Hav has his back. Yoda doubles him up as well, so that's 5 in a row for him. Cosmic sitting at 17 HP. Will Vader find this kill? Yes, he does before the regen comes in, and this should be it. This is done and dusted. They're just going to triple stack it, and it's going to force them to flood as that 2nd tick is just flying on through. Unfortunately, Phantom doesn't win his gunfight, but you have to go. You have to fly forward. If you are ATK, it's a triple stack, and it's a triple kill on top of it. Team performance. Great bounce back round for them.
Yeah, that defense was coming in fast, but that attack was hitting even faster. You see Cosmic make the jump. Hav was there to try and get in there, but the double from Yoda secures that round. Now we're tied 1 up for this control, but you know, ATK is up 2-0 in the series, so team performance needs this control if they want to be in this tournament at all.
It's just a matter of holding on to that defense, and 2 players having a little bit of a slow start. That's Swizz and Sitched, as they're sitting at a combined total of 7 and 22. So sitting at that triple negative. And Swift, how does he only have 10 engagements? That's just bizarre to me. In 2 rounds, you've only had at least that many. It is a double kill for Swizz. He was the guy we were highlighting. He needs to turn it up, and he does find 2s. Yoda, he busts through, and I don't think he should have bust through that door, because I think now Hav is going to get that information, but they are already sitting on that B site, and now they have 2 players sitting in the top bedroom. They need to fly. They need to find some of these kills. They're throwing out all the grenades, but they're not getting the kills quickly enough. The 2nd tick is through. Cosmic gets 3. Is he going to get the 4th? Oh, it was a shot away, but he does enough to allow Hav to secure that B point.
Off to A they go. Already a man on there. Swizz is holding it off. Flipping in there as well. KD's not looking hot, but their position sure is. That's for sure. They're up on kills, up on points. 2nd tick about to come through. This restaurant is theirs. Here comes Phantom trying to push in. Oof, but that 3rd tick is on its way. Flippin' is in there. I don't think performance is going to get in there, as I hear him screaming in the background. ATK, here we are, 2 and 1.
I mean, especially Yoda is trying to turn up. He is 12 and 4. It just doesn't feel like they should be giving up a lot of these defensive rounds as easily as it was, because I think there was only, maybe 20 kills and deaths throughout that entire round, and that's just not something
a quick one,
very common. And Sitch, he only found 1 kill. He's still 4 and 12, and so it proves that, oh goodness, Hav is also sitting at 14 and 5. You have a player from either side, 4 and 9, 4 and 12. So performance, they're doing well on the lives. They've just been going down at the improper moments.
Yeah, and I like the push from team performance, how they just kind of swept into B, got him out of there, and look at Flippin' up top, trying to figure out what's going on here, and A is not what's going on. It is only Cosmic to try and defend this position. Can Hav win that fight? Yes, he does. But look at B. 1 tick gone. 2nd tick about to be gone. Cosmic falls. Hav falls. B is now going to fall with them. They have to set up this A defense, and I don't see them setting it up. They have to get that spawn set out of there. And here we go. You see team performance working up the back spawn. They're not too ready for this position. It's going to be on the back of Hav, but his back is on the ground.
Yoda is shooting absolute stopping power rounds right now. This man is 19 and 5. Swift and Swizz, they will trade. Cosmic is also there, but the backside push not going their way. Yoda actually will find the 6 kills, secures that glide before he goes down. But this has been a great hill for the side of team performance. They're trying to work their way on into restaurant. But once again, it's Hav. He shuts it down. And look at how far they are pushed out. I think number 7 Phantom. He's thinking about maybe trying to find this flank, and he might be able to do it, waiting for that reinforcement. Number one, is he going to play it safe, or is he going to maybe try to work his way towards the middle of the map? And so far, so good, but it was Phantom who gets the better of him, and now this is a big 2v2. This could decide this entire offensive round. As Phantom, will he check the corner? Yes, he does. The pre-fire's there. Hav is in, but there the swarm is coming through. You have 2 players left for ATK. Swizz is tagged up. Does happen to get one with the grenade, but Performance, they should be able to close this out.
Yeah, Performance is on this site. See him tied up, but Yoda and Vader finds their kills. It is only Hav, only can get one, and there we go. That should clean it up. I don't think any players can really make this run over. It would have to be Logan to make a play, who did not look good for this control, but there we go. Team Performance going to take us to a round 5 control.
I mean, nobody wants to be on defense, and honestly, I think the lives are it's going to be a defensive round for Performance, and they haven't been showing any signs of life in that regard. Coming from either side, it's been caps all 4 rounds. I mean, Granite Hotel has kind of become one of those offensive heavies, but still you would expect at least maybe one defense to come through. And honestly, these are the quickest rounds of Hotel I've ever seen, especially when capping all the points. It hasn't even gotten close to coming down to time. So you still have Sitch 7 and 15, Swizz 8 and 20. You have Swift 6 and 12. But look at Yoda. This guy's 24 and 7. You can't shut him down.
Yeah, 9 objective kills on a 3 streak right now. His stat line looking insane. 2 bodies already down for ATK, make it 3. Team Performance coming in very hot here as they try to keep this defense going, but ATK, this has been an offensive game, and they are on the offense. Flippin' and Swizz stat line not looking very well, but man, Phantom on a double. Yoda finding a kill here. The defense is looking strong, but, you know, here comes the offense down to B. No one is down there, and look, read it. The B push is strong. Can they hold this one off?
Yeah, and this is where they overcommitted towards that A site, and they're going to leave 3 members on. The triple stack is in, but the nade will connect, and so far there hasn't been a single tick of progression. Finally, it will come through. Swizzy's looking to go massive, doubles them up, but there's still one more player left to deal with. Make it 2. As Swizz, he goes massive, finds the 3rd, almost makes the 4th. It is shut down, but now the A site is wide open. I think they actually forced him to invest that glide bomb, and now... yeah, you can hear it coming on in. I don't think it's going to matter on that A site. They will find no kills, and I don't know for Team Performance. They need to start pushing out the other team's spawn side of the map, and they have that bedroom control. It's going to be difficult, I think, for ATK.
Yeah, Team Performance has the lead slightly in kills. They have some people over there. They're up in the apartment, but look at the 2 ATK players. They are in there. It's going to be on Yoda to get something done, but he does not. The script is very flipped in terms of what side these teams should be hitting B at. Ooh, but Swift, Phantom, both hitting their headies. Gonna leave Cosmic by himself, and look at Cosmic. Lay down, wait for the team to come in, hit B. Phantom knows that he's back there, though. Gonna play desk. Little bob and weave, Jack and Steve action. There we go, gonna get on pillar. That's 1 out of the apartment. Cosmic is the man that they have to get out of there, and finally they do. Team Performance up by 6 kills right now.
And so far, you still have a player that is Sitch, who's 7 and 21, triple negative, and when it matters the most. But like we've seen this before, where teams were down, I think it was like 4 to 12. They got a clean set down, and that's just what you have to make sure doesn't happen if your Performance. Yoda, I don't like him challenging, but oh, Cosmic, he gets a timing when trying to pull out that Semtex. Unfortunately, won't find it, and will Sitch get this information? God, Yoda is somehow just hitting shots, and they're doing a great job trading, and now you are 18 seconds left. Swizz is the only one who can make a play. He needs to stay alive long enough for his teammates to come in and reinforce. This is the last chance. This is the last effort. Team Performance, they might extend this, but Vader finds one. Cosmic gets another, but this is coming down to the wire. Phantom gets it. Hobbs comes on in. Swift, Hobbs gets 2, and now it's 0.8. He needs to stay alive, but he is pinched in between 2 members. He can't do it, and Team Performance, they are not out of this one yet. They are a momentum team, and it is gonna get close here, as they have now extended it finally to a map 4, and this is their pick, Fortress Hardpoint.
Yeah, back to Fortress. We seen it on that first map. ATK got it 250 to 188. You know, team performance definitely not one of their favorite maps, it seems. But, you know, Hardpoint back at it. You know, it's pretty much just a rematch of what we've seen on the first round. Graf, what do you think they need to do to get this one back in their favor?
I mean, Sitch dropped 8 kills in 5 rounds. That's like, what, 1.3 kills per round? So you need to get more than that, especially in Hardpoint. This is kind of interesting. This is where I've seen Vader, I think, drop 45 or close to 50 on Fortress. So they are glad they are finally able to make it to their own map pick. That's the biggest thing. That Search and Destroy, I don't know why they picked Fortress. It isn't their strongest mode. So if we end up going to the map 5, it's El Asilo. And the last time we casted them, we know what happened to Performance. They lost it, what, 6-1 or something like that. So it's going to be difficult for them, but they can absolutely do this. The momentum is in their favor, and we're already almost hopping right on into this game. I think we're waiting for one more player to swap on through, but that was the greatest rebound you could have. It was all offensive heavy. You give up that A site, but they did not let that iron grip go of the B.
Yeah, team performance has a lot of work here. You know, yesterday they were not looking too hot, but today, you know, they're looking a lot better. They definitely got together with their team, redoing their strats, but, you know, ATK just putting down some heavy firepower, taking down some big names, but there's a lot more losers bracket for them to work through. It's not just team performance they have to worry about.
It's going to be difficult nonetheless, and I wonder if anybody could get us an update on that NM boys and backpackers. I'm curious how that one is going, but nonetheless, Vaders, Phantom, Swift, Yoda, these are going to be the guys you're looking for to potentially be able to get an upset in ATK, but this is, you know, kind of a situation ATK has found themselves in, right? It has the potential to go all the way to a map 5 again, but we'll just happen to see if that's the case. Sitch, he needs to turn around. That was a bad map 4 or bad map 3. He needs to get his footing. I don't think he's going to drop 8 kills, or nobody's going to be dropping single digits at least, I think, on the Fortress.
Yeah, you have to do better than single digits. But, you know, ATK was right there. That was round 5 control. It really came down to the wire. They could have definitely had that one, but here we go. Off to the next one. Looks like the players are ready. Get this one started. We're loading in Fortress Hardpoint. Oh, man, you know, it could really go either way, but, you know, ATK really just had it together.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Is this one, yeah, like I said, you don't want the momentum going to the side of performance, and that is a big, big win for them. It's going to be interesting to see if they can capitalize on it, but it's a matter of, I think, shutting them down and having all the talent that the side of ATK, they're not going to let this one go down easy. I think it's going to come down to the wire at 250. I'm going to call it 250, 247. But performance win this one. You know, you go back and clip that, what I just said, because I think that's what's going to happen in this map right now. Because the last time we saw performance, they were going up against the #1 seed and in the grand finals, the Baby Beavers, and they lost at 250 to 245. So they know how they want to play it.
Yeah, and it's really just a toss-up on this P1. That's really how this one always plays out, but it's really a battle of P2. You see Flippin was trying to push up for this rotation, but team performance is going to hold off this P1. A lot of score going their way here, but ATK has to push over this halfway point of the map, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get anywhere close to halfway point.
And Yoda, along with Vader, they've been working off themselves so well. As Vader, he tags up 2, but Yoda gets the clean sweep, but he's still getting all this time. 23 seconds to their name. And look at number 7. He was playing at home. He was playing it safe. Phantom, he made sure he secured those backside spawns. And coming on into this P2 gals, they're fully set up. Phantom gets 1. Will some potentially go down. Hav gets a 2nd. And I want to point out, we got that update for you. The NM boys, they are currently 1-0 up against the Backpackers. And this is looking like a solid break. Swift, he might have found that 2nd. Unfortunately, ran out of bullets in the magazine.
Yeah, a lot of bodies switching back and forth, but it's ATK who's going to be leading off the rest of these 30 seconds. Team Performance pushing in pretty late here, but this next point is the big one. You see Cosmic set up, Swizz is set up over there as well, and Flippin still holding off this last point. That scrap, that's that's rotations. They really have all the cards going in their favor.
And so far as the rotation, it's number 8, Vader, 5 and 5. He does end up finding 2, and it allows Swift to kind of work his way up from top maps. Vader's going to get aggressive, unfortunately. He's going to get pinched in between 2 players. Yeah, and it does not go his way, so Performance, they get the last of that scrap, but oh god! Hav had no right in winning that gunfight as 3 members will drop. As if he went down, that would have been nobody on the hill. It would have caused a little bit of a disruption in their setup. A lot of players having to work their way back over. A team kill does come through, but a little bit of map semblance coming on in. But Cosmic, he shuts him down because the submachine gun prowess coming out of this man is top notches. I think that was number 7. Phantom trying to lay down, find a kill, but it has been a solid setup coming on in from the side of ATK so far on this P3.
Yeah, looking like they might have to rotate out now a little early, but I do like how Hav is still holding off that scrap. Look how close the score set is. You want to take that lead, extend it even further. In Team Performance, they are ready on this next hill, but not if Swizz has anything to say about it. Nice double coming through, but this hill, so many entry points, so hard to defend, and if you're the only one in there from ATK, you're probably just going to get taken out.
Yeah, and he's just trying to stay alive and maybe wait for somebody to hop on in, but Performance, they know they're not feeling confident in their setup as of yet. Swizz, he decides to strike, and he will secure that glide bomb. As it just feels like a lot of these utilities that are being used from ATK extremely well. They've been getting those stun checks, and Cosmic, he is just taking some gunfights, flying out at people. And the player that I said who needed to step up, it is Sitch, and he's sitting at 4-9, so hasn't shown that signs of life as of yet. But Yoda, after such an incredible map 3, look at him, he sits at 6 and 13, double negative, and you need him to step it up to have a potential to extend this to a map 5.
Yeah, Team Performance looking like they're going to pick up the scrap of this hill. ATK possibly going to be rotating. I don't really see him setting this one up too well, but Hav is there. But look at the 3-man push from Team Performance. They are getting over here. They might hit it from behind. Not too sure what their strat is going in here, but Hav is on it. That's some score going even more their way to extend the lead. 50 seconds left on the hill. Now Team Performance is going to take it over, but Cosmic wants to push in. He usually catches a double.
And so far, Yoda, Vader, they get 2 on the other side. Sitch trying to find a few more, trying to get as cracked as he can. As Hav, he's the player. Look at this guy's stat line. 15 and 6. Yoda, he was sitting on 5 in a row, so he maybe heard, me telepathically saying, hey, you need to step it up. As the kills are starting to go back and forth. And where has this Team Performance been? Because they're now starting to get the trades. They're getting comfortable in this map, in this series, and they should be able to take the lead on long as number 2. That will be Swizz finds the kill onto Yoda. So it's going to be back and forth. Phantom finds 1, and now he's thinking 2 hills ahead, as well as Vader trying to catch out one of those guys rotating. But so far, it's going to be ATK just with the smallest of margins taking over in that first set of rotations.
Yeah, Flippin is on the next one. His stat line not really helping his team out too well. If he's able to step this one up, I think that they could take the lead. A Team Performance is going to take that hill. And we see ATK all spawn in together. They can push in, overwhelm each of these players individually, as it is just one man on the hill. There we go. He's going to get taken out. They get picked apart. Vader on a triple. Good on him, picking it up from what we've seen 2 rounds ago to what we see now. He definitely bounced back.
Yeah, and that was probably the biggest 3-piece you could have for Team Performance. That just made sure you get the rest of this scrap from P1. And it's not scrap. They've gotten at least 30 seconds off of this one so far, and they have the rotations. Number 5, that's Yoda. He's ready and waiting for this gunfight. Swizz, he's waiting for, I believe, one of his teammates to come on through, but Phantom, he's going to get a freebie, take him down from the backside, but unfortunately, somebody gave up the backside spawn, and Yoda, he realizes this, and he has no idea where the push is coming from ATK, but he's doing it all he gets to. That should be enough to allow his teammates to maybe work this play, but It is Sitch winning one. Can he take down a few others as his teammates? They're exchanging heavy blows, but all you really need to do if your team performs is contest this as much as you can, and that's exactly what they're doing and backing on down performance. They have a 30-point lead here, but they're still doing a great job not allowing ATK to get comfortable in this setup.
Yeah, definitely not getting comfortable from either side, but Vader's getting comfortable getting doubles, getting triples, almost a minute on the hill. Stat line pretty even over there for team performance with Vader just ahead slightly. And ATK, you see over there flipping, kind of slacking behind, but Hav is picking up that slack. Minute and a half, 21-12, exactly where you want to be, but team performance has the score set as they try to take us all the way to a map 5.
And I like how team performance, they're not giving up any second of scrap. They need every single one, knowing this is the hardest hill to break ATK. They lock it down on that first set, and so far so good. They get 3 members down and make it all for Cosmic. He sits on that 4 streak as well, 22-19. Sitch starting to turn it up just a tad bit. He has 47 seconds in the hill, almost sitting at double negative, so turns it around in that aspect. It is Swiss who has a glide bomb in that back pocket, trying to stay alive, but the double chow comes through, and that's 2 members staying in, but it still doesn't matter. Cosmic, he also earns himself that glide bomb as team performance. They knew this is a difficult part of the hill you need to break, and they got every single second of that P2, but they knew they were going to give up every single second of that P3.
Yeah, 9 seconds left. Look at the score set. It's completely tied as everyone rotates out, but it's all team performance on this next one. You know, Swizz tried to get in there, can't get it done. And team performance might just get a full 60 here, depending how they can set up this defense. But look at Hav. He is able to push through over towards Wood. He finds the kill, and more gonna go into the building. This is a hard one to defend, though. Now you see team performance extend a lead even further as ATK is really just pushing them one at a time.
And so far, so good. They're not allowing these players to come on in. Ooh, Vader, a few shaky shots right there, but still, it's the player on the point staying alive. As I say, that Phantom will be the member to drop as they gave up those backside spawns, unfortunately. Cosmic, he's going to hop on into the point still. Not a lot of clearance, and Vader immediately guns him right off of one of those topside cannons. It is Sitch. He's trying to stay alive as he is laying on down, maybe trying to take one of those gunfights, sneaks on in, takes Vader down from the backside as Yoda, he's laying on through. Can he win this one? No, but they do just enough. They weren't giving it to ATK, even though they were getting outslayed. They didn't give them a lot of time. It is a 20-point difference heading over to this P5 hill. You have a feeling this one might come down to a 3rd set of rotations again on the P2 Gallows. Will team performance be able to clutch it up?
Yeah, ATK getting their score set up even higher, but team performance is definitely set up very well on this hill. It's really on Hav to possibly find a kill. There he is, able to get one. He should get killed from behind on Yoda. Yeah, he does fall there. And look at team performance extending this even more. They can't get the win here, I don't think. So ATK should start playing on this rotation pretty heavy. But, man, if they let team performance get the rest of this, it's just a hair that they need to put on them. And ATK has not been perfect, and perfection is what they would need to not allow this map 5 to come down.
And so far, he does take down the player off the point, but still, he hops immediately back on. It's 15 seconds. Performance, are they going to let this one slip through their fingers? But look at number 7. He's fully ready for this P1. It's all up to Stitch. He needs to win this gunfight, and he does. It's a big one as he finds that kill onto Phantom. And on this P1, you need every single second for ATK Gaming. If your performance, I mean, you want to play home, but it doesn't matter when you're winning the gunfights. Somehow Stitch goes big. Can he find another? But no, he does enough damage. And Yoda again goes massive, 22 and 26 as they are 10 seconds away. They are looking to get this one to a map 5. They might be able to do it. It is 5 seconds left. You got to run. But Cosmic, he gets shot in the back. That's 3-0-4 down in team performance. They have done it. The momentum has shifted. We are going to our first map 5, Chef. It's about dang time.
It is about time indeed. 250, 197, team performance, 2 in a row. ATK also 2 in a row of their own. But looking at that last S&D, you know, it was 6-2, ATK taking it. You know, if Vader's not able to pick it up like he was down on that last S&D, I think that ATK is going to get this next map.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting because that Search and Destroy didn't give me much hope, but a momentum-based type team, and we're going to just hop right on into it. We're not waiting any single second. I know I saw a few people saying this is going to be a late night, but I mean, late night of smooth matches, right? Nothing's been delayed. We've just been enjoying and trying to bring you the best Call of Duty content that we can, and it's so far just been a great day, everybody. This series have been incredible. Close, and this is going to be another Map 5 again. ATK, they're 1-1 so far in this tournament. In that winners round 1, they went down to, it was the side of Dax carries, and I don't think it ended up going to around 11. I think it was a pretty handed 6-3 or 6-4, but now coming on into LSEL, this is their pick. I'm not feeling confident if your team performs, but only in the fact that you're gunning and your team works. This is what we've been looking for all land long.
Yeah, it took almost 2 days for us to finally get us a full series, LSEL, the last map for these teams. And ATK seems like they have S&D down. I mean, they took down X18 off of S&D down 2-5. And you're starting out 0-0 already ahead. You have the stats coming in from the last S&D. So I feel like they definitely have the upper hand coming into this.
Yeah, and it's all about that, middle map pressure and the submachine guns right now. Yoda, he had a slow start to that map 4, but the way that he was shooting in map 3 and then picked it up at the end of map 4, Swift and Yoda, that's going to be the biggest question mark for them. If they can bully out Sitched, who's been having maybe the toughest second half of this series, maybe falling apart at the finish line, ATK, they have the ability to find the ice. Team performance, they haven't done this so far, so this is their first one, but what they have been doing in the last 2 maps, I have a feeling this isn't going to be just a done and dusted. It's going to go, I think, all the way, again, to a map 5 round 11.
I don't know about round 11. I also don't know about MWII and Backpackers. Actually, we're getting an update right now. 3-2. Oh, getting another update, 2-3. MWII is going to fall to Backpackers. Oh, another change. No. 3-2 in S&D. Oh, all right. They're only on the second round. Okay, I know that they did take a dinner break. So MWII is up 1-0 against Backpackers. It's 3-2 in S&D right now. So MWII is ahead not only in rounds, but also in the S&D that they're currently in. And speaking of S&D, LSEL is loading up. So let's get it going.
Everybody, you can feel the tension in the air. Not many teams left in the venue, right? So everybody is watching their monitors and being like, hey, who has the ice in the vein? And it was Hav last time. He shut down X18 with a 3-piece to send them at least into this losers round 4. It's going to come up to, I think, him again, but Sitch, he needs to show some signs of life just due to the fact that he's been having, last 2 matches double and triple negative.
Yeah, I expect a lot more from him, honestly, and I expect something from Vader here. Try to put up some nice stat lines. Cosmic throwing in the stun, throwing in the nade, there we go. And gonna be able to catch one body off of it. No trade coming through. ATK ahead on bodies. Cosmic, bomb in the hand. Swizz is gonna fall to the nade trades. Ooh, look at that. Yoda almost catching a double. Vader catching a kill is gonna get traded out. 1v2 for this first round.
Hav, he has the ice. He's going to slow this one down. He's thinking about throwing out the trophy. I don't think that's the smartest thing. Doesn't have dead sounds to work with, so he's got to be crouch walking. And does he know where Yoda is? I'm not sure if he has that information, but Yoda gets a bad timing. And Hav, will he get away? But no, Phantom, he's playing this one slow. He knows how crucial this could be for momentum. Hav, will he get another 1v3? Or will the side of team performance shut it down? He's going to maybe try to hop onto that B site, and I think he got that information. Maybe heard him running on down. Oh, he gets the dead silence, and will he catch him out? Will he catch him out? Pulls out the pistol, and Phantom, oh, does he give him some? Oh, no, he doesn't give him the body shot. He says, nah, that is all me, Phantom. A great 1v1, denies that 1v3 for Hav, and right now he's just waiting for his dead silence to die down, and give it a few extra seconds to regain. So I think right now for team performance, this is something that we just have not seen from them yet in this tournament, and they're showing it here late and deep into the losers.
Yeah, Phantom, great job there. No reason to push it with the pistol, just a little extra disrespect on that. And I love that he didn't shoot the body, just gave him a little head shake. No. Team performance now up 1-0. That's the momentum they need coming into this. Let's see how it continues.
And yeah, that was a little bit more of a nice disrespectful, right? No body shots coming on, and he's like, I'm not going to do that yet until we know we have the W, because usually the team that gives the body shots early on in the round doesn't happen to win it.
True.
But performance, they were on that defense, they got blooded, but they returned to center with a nade of their own, and nobody having out any of this trophy. So those utilities were put to good use from both of the sides. And now Swift, along with his teammate in Yoda, they're thinking about pushing onto that A site, but it's Swizz and Cosmic sitting in some good position. The doors are open. Swizz, oh, they're just challenging one by one. Finally, Vader gets the trade, and he's going to be out with his life. Number 7, though, Phantom again has that ability. He catches out Sitched quickly into the 2v2.
Yeah, 2v2 is where you want to be if you're ATK in team performance. You know, a nice even match. Bomb in the hands of Vader, but Phantom catches a kill. Cosmic, the last alive. But he's in A. And there we go, one at a time. Oh, he gets stuck in the doorway. No ATK. There we go, tied up.
And I mean, that was just no information right there. And I mean, they should have maybe tried to check it. Cosmic sat there literally the entire map. He didn't move, and he gets the 2-piece. But it's that doorway once again. It just feels like people funnel on through. They could have easily just tried to jump across and maybe get some information, because usually there's a player sitting behind that backside couch, and they were just going to run on into it. I would have liked to see maybe a player go towards the middle, have another player at that doorway, and at least get that information of if there was somebody sitting in there, because they were going in absolutely blind.
Yeah, you don't want to go in blind. You know, if you don't have your stun, you don't have your grenade, what you need to do is just jump across, because they're sitting on that bed trigger happy. They're going to want that first shot on your body. And if you just peek it, drop back in, relocate, know exactly where he's at, then he's going to be scared. He's going to want to relocate. He gets put in a worse position. That's exactly where you want to be. And speaking of exactly where you want to be, ATK up 4-3. Phantom did fall here. Swift has yet to pick up a body, but so does Flippin. Kind of where he's been this whole series. Very behind, but here we go. Bomb is going down. Hov gets taken out, so the information is there that they are pushing this. Look at 5 and 6, opposite side of the map. Quite a long distance they have to take this map from.
Again, Vader, he was just felt like he was going red dot chasing. You know the bomb is going down. You're not in the greatest of positions. Just play the retake. It would have been a 3v3, and Yoda, he has to go in, make it a 1v3. Not able to get it done. ATK, a great job of rotating that bomb to B site. They were being decisive, distinctive. They knew exactly how they wanted to play it, and it sure shows as they get that round on the board.
Yeah, good bomb play. You know, a lot of this S&D is people just going out getting kills to play the bomb, you know. And for this map, playing the bomb almost always means B, right? Because A is just running in and gunning in. Swift now still sitting on that donut. I think if he could pick up some kills here, team performance should get this win. Look at this. They're all pushing over towards Electric. Usually not a very well defended position. Number 5, Yoda, is going to be the one to try and fake out that they are somewhere, but Swizz reads that the entire top of the map is open.
And yeah, we've seen this strat before. They tried to run it last time, but the problem is you leave yourself so exposed. I mean, you're not gaining anything on basically that side of the map with the bomb is literally so far away from the A and B site, and it will be Swizz. He catches out Yoda, and now they're going to try to go all the way in the back. Number 2 will find a kill, or at least get that information that Vader's sitting in the back, and now Vader again. He doesn't need to go on in and challenge in these close range situations. It just feels like he's throwing away his life, and if he didn't, they might have been able to secure that B site.
Yeah, and securing B site is exactly what they needed to do now. 2v3, bomb is in the hand, so that's good, but no sites are open. Phantom is outside of the map, pretty much needing them to go B. Swizz is in there, SMG exactly where he wants to be, and look at Swift, he's going to rotate in. They're going to have to come in hot. If it's a trade, they're not going to make it out of there, so he has to get this kill clean, and he does. There we go. They know it's going to be B. They have to get this bomb down quick for a multitude of reasons. And look at this now. Cosmic by himself. But dude, he might be able to get something here.
And that was a great setup. Phantom put himself, knowing that he could watch any single angle that the side of ATK was going to come in. And just Cosmic, would he try to maybe... He might have the angle to just lay down and try that defuse. He might have been able to sneak in.
Nah, that
I'm not sure
open.
if that bomb is... I mean, he might be able to, maybe not. No, they would have peeked it. But now he has to go down and take down 2 as they just double up. Great job from Team Performance getting that one down. I think it could have been a little bit easier for them. Still, the 2v3 comes in. Swift along with his teammate getting that one done, and that was Phantom watched over. And it just feels like both of these two teams, they're giving up lives for free when they shouldn't be.
Yeah, giving up lives, giving up bombs, just giving up quite a lot. But hey, we're going back and forth. 2-2, extended series all the way to map 5. And losers are going home after this. Here we go. Flippin has the bomb as they go to push up. 3-1 split on defense. Looking like an A push. You see number 4 of Hav holding back with that AR. Flippin gonna push it. Wow, the pre-fire. Almost like he had walls there. I think he was just shooting Swift. But he ends up trading off with another player, Phantom, with a nice nade kill. 2v3, Team Performance might get 2 rounds in a row.
And now they have to immediately slow their halt, and I like the Swift immediately backs up. Yeah, a little bit of aggressive hit, but they have 2 players in and around this A side. I'd like to see them just kind of play this one slow. Vader playing it close as well, making sure that nobody's trying to sneak up. And Cosmic, you can just tell he's waiting for his dead silence to pop. I'm not sure if his teammate Hav has it. I think he maybe doesn't. Hav actually takes that. Oh, that was a stick! So, oh my god, Cosmic looks good as Vader now has to clutch. It's a 1v2 and the nade not quite working out. Doesn't get the stun check. And oh, Cosmic misses his shots. Vader, oh, he's not able to escape. And ATK, they will take it in again in another 3v2. The teams will crumble, but I mean, what a beautiful throw coming on in from Cosmic.
Yeah, Cosmic kept that pressure on and Vader couldn't take it. Tries running away. Cosmic is not one you're getting away from easily. That SMG exactly in his home where he needs to be as we switch off to the opposing side. Now Team Performance has to attack. They have yet to get a bomb down, and neither does ATK. Actually, the bomb was down, so why are we not showing any plants on there? I'm not sure. But here we go. Swift carrying it. Yoda 2 and 5. It's looking like another A site.
And right now, on 2 of those players, that's Cosmic and Swizz. They pop the dead silence on the outside, and they are getting so aggressive. Oh, Phantom should get caught out, but oh, Vader, he actually gets caught. Phantom there for the trade. But so far, it looks like you can just hear the dead silence popping all around Cosmic. He ends up getting his, and oh no, Sitched. Trying to work his way up top. Has 2 players from Team Performance. That's Yoda and Phantom. What do they decide to do here is, I like how ATK is playing this. They're relatively close-knit. They're not going to allow a kill to go really untraded. If it is, it's going to be difficult to get out. And now they're pushing all the way on the outside. I don't know why Team Performance like this area of the map so much. Yeah, I get it that you maybe have a solid AR. Hav bringing out the sniper. So those mid-game adjustments, and it pays off. He takes down Phantom. Yoda, I mean, a 1v3, a difficult situation for him, and his teammate was watching over. ATK 2 rounds away from closing this one and sending Team Performance home packing.
Yeah, 2 rounds away, just got 2 rounds in a row. Great setup from them to take control of that one. See Flippin finally getting that stat line back to even 5 and 5 as we continue off to a new round. ATK. See Hav is going to swap back to that AR as they attack. I love the call from that Cosmic 7 and 2. And Cosmic's been doing a really good job here. Flipping with the bomb. See where they push it. If they get the bomb down, but it's looking like A attack, A defense.
And oh, this is aggressive, and actually Swizz, he dodged that nade. He hit right behind the pillar. So that is another first blood going in favor of ATK. Cosmic gets another, and oh, Vader somehow sneaks away with one. This would be not a 1v4, technical 1v3, and I mean the bomb's down on A, and this is what ATK has done so well. They have bullied it out. Look, they are fully set around, and he doesn't have much of the dead silence to work with. He just somehow needs to find a freebie and just gun the next two. There's not many options. He does have a full utility belt, but Hob ready for the gunfight. ATK now just one round away from being able to close this out. And I want to point out, they have all 7 first bloods. The side of Team Performance haven't gotten a single one.
Yeah, and Team Performance definitely starting out slow. Like you said, first bloods is huge for S&D. A lot of those are untraded as well. If you can't trade out any of your kills, you're just not going to come out on top. Yoda 2 and 7, Swift 3 and 6. It's not looking good for them. They have to win 3 in a row, but hey, ATK has done it from the Team Performance point of view before, so it could still happen. Don't give up on them.
And so far, it's Sitch. He's turned it around. He's 5 and 5, but Phantom gets 1. Phantom gets 2. But look at this flank coming on in from number 3. It's Cosmic. He's been making the plays all series long. He should be able to catch out Vader. Yes, he does. A 2v3 doesn't, unfortunately, get the dead silence re-hit. As, oh my goodness, you have so many angles covered. But look at number 4. He's trying to find this kill. Hav. He thinks somebody's going to come on out, but when you have the sniper, it's going to be difficult to try to retake this. The reposition is in, and now, yep, you reposition, and now you just scamper away. You know that they have to push on in as he guesses the wrong way. Swift gets the kill. Hav left in the 1v3, but Performance, I like this. It was an aggressive hit. They get the kills, and slowly but surely, they're not out of it yet. I said a map 5, round 11, but still a long ways to go for Performance.
Yeah, they could get there. If they do maps exactly like that, they can definitely get there. I love the defense that they had in there. Phantom was defending from up top. I mean, textbook defense for putting the bomb down. You know, still match point, just one mistake away from ATK getting this. And Hav is going to keep the sniper on attacking, and that's an interesting play, whether that plays out or not.
And I would like to see a little bit more aggression coming in through the middle of the map for Performance. They haven't been winning it. Yoda maybe needs to change up his strat, but oh, look at this. It's a double dead silence push, and they're going to meet out in the field. Yoda gets 1. Ooh, the shots come on in. Hav gets back down. But a great job. Once again, when you get those first bloods, Team Performance, they capitalized on it, and they get a second. Can they do it again? As Yoda, I don't know how, but he guns Swizz. And oh, nobody wants to peek Hob right now. It's a 2v4, Cosmic and Hob, the 2 guys you really want in this situation. But Vader takes them down, and this should be another one going in the favor of Performance, unless if Cosmic, the playmaker, has something left. And oh, Yoda! My goodness, the turn and burn, but 2 rounds back-to-back and 2 first bloods as well.
Yeah, sitting 5 and 2, you feel bad. Sitting 5 and 3, there's a chance. Sitting 5 and 4, it's anyone's game at this time. 2 rounds away, they could take it. Whoever loses is going home. I mean, besides Logan, he's still got to do his job here, so everyone else goes home. And they're gonna have to battle the winner of NM Boys and Backpackers. I still hear them yelling, so the series is definitely still going on. However, that one is ending up.
And right now, back on the offensive side, I would like to see a B hit right here. And Performance, are they going to decide to do it again? Number 4, it's Hop. If he has the sniper out, he needs to put it away. It just hasn't been working the last few rounds. He needs to have that extra firepower helping out the team. And this is what they should have done last time is, oh, there's trophies in, but just wrap that bomb out to B. They have it wide open. Number 6, he's thinking about it. And will they find it? But look at number 2. That's Sitch on the backside. Yoda grabs the first blood. And Sitch, will he get it? Cosmic gets 1. Oh, the few kills come through. And now it's a 1v2. Can Sitch get this one done?
Sitch is the one to do it. Yep. I know his stat line's not there, but his mindset sure is. This is an experienced player. Bomb is going to go down. He sees Vader up top. Questionably, maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
I think they did. They got a spot on each other. And Sitched, looking to work his way on in. Invader, he puts himself into this position again, and this is the better one as the shots come through, and we are going the distance! Yes, I said go back and clip it. It's a Map 5 round 11, and Team Performance, they have won 3 rounds again, and oh my goodness, wouldn't it be a story since the side of ATK? They took the Map 5 against X18 in a 5-2 disadvantage, and now, like you said, they're seeing it from their point of view. Team Performance, they are a momentum-based team. It comes down to this: who is going home and who's going to keep their hopes alive for the Contender Fort Collins LAN event?
Yeah, this is kind of a reverse double sweep. They were down 0-2 in games. They were down 2-5 in this round 5 S&D. So Team Performance is good at coming back. Cosmic with that team kill. Oh man, that could cause ATK to lose this one, but Hav able to find an untraded kill now. 3-3, bomb in nobody's hands. Here we go, Hav pops the Deddy, gonna work his way around, and Vader is looking for him, and he gets it now. 3v2.
And that's a big kill. Yoda, oh my goodness. Oh, yo, man. Cosmic, he really trying to find an opening, and they're trying to get anything. Team Performance, they're not giving up an absolute information. And Swizz, oh, he snuck by. He still has his dead silence to work with. This could be huge. But that is that site open. But look at number 8. I don't think he has his dead silence. And now they know somebody's going to be on the site. And Cosmic, he puts himself right back how he did in that round 2 where he found a few of these kills. And now he's going to try to get the bomb down. And oh, Phantom gets gone. It's a 1v2. Vader, does he have what it takes to put his team on the back? Swizz popping his dead silence. He's trying to get any type of information. And Vader, oh, he gets the tag. So the jig is up for now. Vader, what do you have? He knows there's probably a player on site. He gets tagged. Little time left to work with.
Yeah, 20 seconds left. He has to get in there. Vader has the AR. Oof, couldn't get it done. ATK had 4 rounds to do that, and they wait until the 11th to get it done. 6-5 ATK will be moving on. Team Performance will be moving out.
And that was so difficult for the side of Team Performance because it was left into that 1v1. Yoda was the last player left on the site, and I don't know how Swizz snuck by where he opened up that door just enough and he caught him lying down, and that was the biggest kill. Swizz and Cosmic, they were truly the playmakers for ATK, and they didn't even win it in, I don't think, the kills advantage, and you can hear everybody chirping. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure if that is going to be ATK or the side of Team Performance, but it is absolutely incredible. And ATK, the next match we're going to have is the winners of the side of NM versus Backpackers, and we will get you an update as soon as we hear it. We might try to hop on in depending how far the series on is, but what's your takeaway overall? ATK, again, another Map 5 victory.
Yeah, I think ATK definitely deserved that one. You know, how they started off, how they've been in this series. And Team Performance really hasn't been performing all too well. I do like their bounce back, though. Not only tonight in that game, but overall, you know, together yesterday, not too great. Today, a hell of a lot better. And, you know, coming back all the way to that round 11, round 5, SND, you know, you can't really ask for much more than that. They did their job and then some. So, you know, pack it up with your heads up high. You know, you made it quite far in this competition.
Yeah, and Performance, oh man, you are 1 round away. They say S&D wins championships, right? And that's what happened for ATK. Again, they're a well-rounded team, so we were kind of expecting this result in the Map 5, but I mean, just to let them get those last 3 rounds, it got scary for a second, and they actually blooded themselves with the team kill. Either way, they made up for it in spades. So congratulations to the side of ATK. They are now moving on to the losers semis. And before we head on back into this series, we're going to give you maybe a little bit of a bracket update, and it's actually the NM boys. They took it in a clean 3-0 against the Backpackers, so they go home, they pick up their packs, and they are traveling back to wherever they came from. But right when we come back, we have the losers semis between ATK and NM boys.